Hi guys, so this is just really a tester for coverage, but I'm at St Mullins and it's in the border of Wexford, Carlow and Kilkenny, and we're kind of in between showers at the moment. This is absolutely gorgeous up here. Loads of headstones, ruins of an old abbey. There's a church there as well. And this then, hi Janet, how are you? This then is a moth or a moat, and the ground would have been taken from, you can kind of see like a ditch there, and built right up into a mound. And I think this is kind of 12th century. Hi Helen, how's the coverage guys? Hi Catherine. I was just saying this is St Mullins, and it's absolutely gorgeous up here. We're just in between showers. It's been absolute downpours since kind of yesterday evening. Hi Sarah, Sydney, Australia, brilliant. Hello from Florida. Hi Karen. So my hope is to walk around here and have a look at some of the headstones. And I mean, this area is absolutely gorgeous. Hi Shelby, how are you? There's that, I think it's a moth rather than a moat maybe. As I said, the ground was built up there, then it'd be like kind of a defence overlooking the River Barrow there. Hi Nana D, how are you? So we're good for coverage guys, are we? So I'm going to walk around anyway. It's freezing here as well. As I said, plenty of rain around, so we hope that it'll stay away. I'm good, Nana D. Quickly see what this one says here. Aged 44, Elizabeth Myler. That looks like that could be 1772 maybe there. Look at these, all the high crosses. Picture's great, that is brilliant. So I'm going to walk around here to those high crosses. Now we do have a fairly strong wind blowing, so I hope that that's okay as well. Look at that, and the designs on it. Let me see if we can get somewhat nearer. Hope that's picking that up. Absolutely beautiful. Joseph Brown erected by Joseph Brown in loving memory of his wife Anne Brown, and she died in 1915, aged 62. Also to memory of the above. So Joseph is here as well. He died in 1920, he was 71. And we have the name Brown there on the bottom, but just look at that for detail. Absolutely gorgeous. Like across there. So I wonder, is that a new replacement for an older headstone possibly? But just look what is around us here. Absolutely gorgeous. I was here probably maybe a year ago. We have lovely high crosses down there as well, so it's hard to know where to start. We'll go along the pathway that's here and pick out some nice ones. This is a more recent one. We have a 1945 James Murphy, and then below we have their son Michael, 1994, and his wife Patty. She only died in 2004. They are really tall. They're probably 7 foot maybe. So I'm going to try and get up along to some more up here maybe. This is 1799 in Kavanagh, name. And there's a 1786 on this as well. He was only 22. And I think Martin died in 1786, age 22. And then there's an Anne there as well. And she's possibly the 1790. And there's another Kavanagh then, 1799. So we'll just see if we can... The torch is not going to be much good, but it'll give you an idea on the dates at least. Look at that. That's probably 9 foot tall, I'd say. We have another gorgeous one just in the background here. And these are Burns. Look at that. That is definitely, if I stand next to it at all, I'm 5'5". It's double my height, I would imagine. So Burns anyway, I see in 1908, 1915, 1897. It says Nanny died December 19th, 1897. And there's a Katie there as well, 1916. So all the Burns. You can just see the detail there. Absolutely gorgeous. Newer one here, Richard Dick O'Driscoll and his beloved wife. He died in 1994 and she died in 2012. The one beside it then, 1862, and they look like they're Driscoll as well, or O'Driscoll. Let's take a wander down. There's a beautiful monument there. This one caught my eye as I was walking by. 1767. Patrick Malone. You can see the 1767 there. And he was 29 when he died. So this place is probably around nearly an hour drive from where I live. Let's see what's on this one. P.W. Finn died January 1903. His wife Bridget, 1925. His children William, J, Anna, Mary, Ellen, Bridget, John and Martin. The above Martin died 24th of July 1930, aged 32. Now if I can get around, I'll give you an idea. And this is more than double my height. Isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely beautiful. And the sun has come out. Beside it just here, in memory of Patrick Cody. This one says 1791, age 71. His wife Mary, 1791, age 67. Their daughter, 1815. Look at this. This is marble. Of your charity, pray for the repose of the soul of Peter Whelan, who departed this life at Grange, 28th day of January 1892, age 70. And his wife Mary departed this life the 17th of March 1868, age 37, and also her daughter Lizzie, who died young. Hi Connie, how are you? Isn't that just gorgeous? We're blessed there that the weather has got a little bit better. It was raining, possibly, I mean, since last night it's been just torrential downpours, and I was worrying I wouldn't get the video anything at all today. Now we've a building just here. Or the ruins of one. And I'm not sure what this is, but we'll have to try and get around and have a closer look. I don't want to step on graves, so we'll have to go around this way. But you can see the ruins there in the background as I make my way around. So this is quite unique. We've tombs there on the ground, some headstones along the side, more in here. You just see there's 17, this looks like 1739. Or maybe, is it 39 or, do you know something, it looks like 1752 maybe, age 60, Robert. Beside Robert, then we'll see if we can get an idea on this one. 1768. The name is worn away. That one, there's no writing. But let's have a look at what's here. So we have a tomb here. And this is against the wall, 1867. Edward McCann, it looks like. Mother of, and also mother of Sarah. Looks like it may have been an altar at some stage. Look at this. Wow. I hope you can see that. We have a skull, an armour, bones. Here lies the body of Brian Kavanagh of the Drummond of the family of Ballylee. It looks like a man remarkably known to the nobility and gentry maybe of Ireland by the name of Brian noble affectionate James. Battles of the Boyne, died February 1735, aged 74. Also the body of Mary, and it looks like with 4 of their children. This monument is erected by his son James, who departed this life in 1790. So we might be losing a little bit of coverage there just because I'm not in the open, so we'll walk back around a bit, out back where the coverage should be a bit better now. Just look at all of those. Absolutely fantastic. Patrick Doyle Newtown. Let me see what this is. In memory of Morgan Doyle, 1876, age 67. Also his brother Thomas, 1891, age 44. Morgan, 2nd to 4th, 1910. Thomas died in England in Patrick, the 5th to 5th, 1928. Michael, 1935. James, 1940. And it just goes on. Bridget Long died in the 1800s. Margaret Doran, Bridget O'Keefe. Michael Comerford, who died in Australia. Wow. So they've all been remembered here. And I love that the family members do the research and find out where they are and then put up a nice monument and remember them all. This is Eileen Jackman, and she died in 1998. And there's Eileen. So it's lovely to see a photo. Hi Trish. You're all right, Trish. Now, we'll try and get around to a few more. This place, I just don't know where to start. There's one here on the ground, 1827. Can't see a name on that one, but it does kind of stand out as I was walking along there. With beautiful high crosses everywhere you look. Absolutely. I mean, this is just amazing. And I know the lichen makes it so hard to read, but it kind of adds personality to the headstones themselves. And obviously this place is well looked after. We have a 1794 on this one. Elizabeth Kavanagh. There's 1794 up, you can see that, aged 47. We have 1791 here, aged 34. And it's John. And I think he was 34. And then there is James. He was 74 in 1831 when he died. Looked like a TV, it kind of did actually, yeah. This is 1789 here, Bridget Kenny. And 1804 on this one, James Furlong. Look at this one. Now this one is obviously a newer one. Lawrence Furlong, 1915. Mary Furlong, 1937. And their daughters, Margaret, 1898, and Anastasia. Actually, Margaret was only 16 when she died, and Anastasia was 14 when she died in 1902. So I'm going to make my way out onto this side now. And see if we can see any more. That's this one here. 1798, that middle one there. And 1797 beside it. James Foley, 1977, age 75. His wife, Anne, 1993, age 90. Their sons, James Foley. 1983, interred in Scotland. But look at, I have the horse there, and that headstone behind him is for Patrick Foley. 1798, he was 23, and this one is the 1797. And just there, as I said, is the ruins. So I'm hopefully going to get in there, and I hope the coverage doesn't go while I'm in there. Just look at the amount of, I mean, they're actually really tall here, the headstones themselves, besides the high crosses, which are tall anyway. These are absolutely fantastic. Another beautiful one there. This is for the Hayes family. And these ones always catch my eye because you always know if they're from the 1700s. Let me see. That could be 1717 there. There's a 717, so I'm presuming the one is gone off it. I might actually go down towards the ruins here. This one is 1921, John Cody. There's another gorgeous cross down here. I need to see if we can read it. See the dark sky coming back again. And the wind is picking up, of course. Look at this one. Absolutely gorgeous. That's where I wanted to get to. It's up along here. as a football even on it. And these are the burns. Absolutely amazing. The grave of 1798 leader Thomas Cloney. Now, so this is the church. I hope we don't lose coverage in here. Just look at this. Oh my God. Look at that, guys. And we have a gated one. I know if I go in there now, it's going to be, it's padlocked. Now I wonder what's in there. Wow. Here I come to work and pray. Here I build my abbey grey. Here I'll stay in God's protection till the resurrection day. It points to the spot of the burial place of St. Molling, and St. Molling is the founder of St. Mullins. I missed a super chat there, so I'm sorry now. Just give me 1 second. Cemetery views, thank you so much. Really, really appreciate that. Temple Moor. Look at that. Is it blurred? Yeah, because I'm inside the building. We just have a baby here. I don't want to miss it. Baby Clodagh O'Leary, 1 month old in 1975, and her mother is there as well. She died in 2009. Now, guys, we all know a famous Irish dancer, Michael Flatley. Remember, there was a very famous river dance, Irish dancing, and Michael's mother is buried here. So look at that. So Michael Flatley's mother, and this is her beautiful resting place. And it says, actually, in loving memory of Michael J. Flatley, Chicago, formerly of Sligo, born into life 1927, born into eternal life 2015. Isn't that beautiful? And I'm sure, and his loving wife Elizabeth Flatley. So I wonder now, would it be mother and father there? I'm actually not sure, but look at that. So this is the Flatleys. So isn't that interesting? And I think river dance was extremely famous all over the world. Now, unfortunately, if I go in there, I have a feeling it's going to get very blurred. But will we chance it and see how we go? Because there is something interesting along here as well. Let's hope the coverage stays up. Look at this. And that looks like an old altar there, but we have all these little empty spots. And it steps down into that one. So I wonder, would that have been a crypt of some kind? That is really interesting. Look at this. There's a little boy in here, Callum Malone. He was only 6. He died recently, 2020. Rest in peace, Callum. These lovely little teddy bears, butterflies, little trinkets and stuff left from here. But very, very sad. Rest in peace. We have another interesting place here. I'd say this is the remains of a tower, maybe. Just look at this place, isn't it just gorgeous? An interesting one there too, guys. This one says oratory. We'll have to have a... I bet you this is locked. Yeah, unfortunately it's locked. Let's have a look. Oh, I hope I don't lose coverage now. Right, I'm not going to get around there, am I? I am. This, actually there's a sign here. Grave of the 1798 leader, General Thomas Cloney. I can see a 1784 there. We'll take a walk around. Hopefully we won't lose the coverage. But we're kind of getting into undergrowth here. I just need to be careful. Wow, look at this. And this goes right, excuse me now, underground. Oh, thanks Trish, really appreciate that. I would love to go in there now. That looks right up my alley, but I'm afraid we'd lose coverage if I take the glasses off. Don't think there's anything too exciting in there, but it looks like it was a dungeon or something to hold people all those years ago. So this is General Thomas Cloney, and he died from injuries in a battle 1798, but there is a 1787 there as well. Perfect for Halloween, I know. Absolutely. Now, this is to the memory of Art, King of Leinster, guys. 1417. Faithful defender of his country, poisoned at New Ross. 1417. Look at that. Yeah, it's an abbey and it's a church. All kind of a mishmash together. Look at these. Now, I've seen ones like these before, and these are really, really old. Is it 12th century? This is a domestic building. I'm glad that they've them all signed. I won't go in because we lose coverage. Look at that. Look at the window. Absolutely amazing. Those are absolutely amazing. We do have writing here, actually. Very hard to read, but I'm thinking this one is much, much older than this one. And you can see there in the background then the views. Absolutely stunning area. Now there is supposed to be a well here as well, but I'm not sure where. That definitely looks like an altar. That yeah, that's definitely an altar. And what remains of a window. Torch, of course, doesn't do a whole lot because it is still quite bright. Now, well, I may St. James Cell. Oh lads, I hope we don't lose reception. Sorry, now I'm just trying to jump over the wall. St. James Cell, this says. So it doesn't surprise me that there's a kind of a dungeon here. Now have a look at this. We all love our high crosses, but this is amazing. Look at that. And this is either 9th or 10th century. Look at the size of that. And it's granite. And it's obviously lost part of the cross there. And I think originally it would have probably been much taller than that. But look at the size of that. Absolutely amazing. So as I said, 9th or 10th century. So we're going to keep going for another while the weather is holding up a bit. Hi Fuzzy. Yeah, it is absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? Really, really nice. 1945 on this one. And there's a few people there, their grandson who died young, their great grandson Kevin who died young. That's so sad. This is obviously another part of this abbey. Let's see if we can get down around this way. Just look at the view. You would spend easily hours and hours and hours just wandering around, and it's so peaceful here. We've had a few people come and go visiting loved ones. This white marble cross here looks fantastic. Erected by her loving husband and children as a tribute of affection to the memory of Bridget Mary, the dearly beloved wife of Martin O'Dwyer, 1913, age 78. Also their children James, Margaret, Johanna and Gerald, who died young, also the above Martin O'Dwyer. He died in 1916, aged 84, and his son John, 1936, aged 74. Also Bridget, wife of the above, who died 7th of January 1956. Just look at that for detail. Hi Elaine, how are you? Isn't that just gorgeous? Right up to the detail at the top of it. We've angels and we've our Lord on the cross. And the crown at the top. Oh, I see toys on this one. Memory of baby Liam Murphy, born and died 12th of June 2020, so very, very recent. Rest in peace, baby Liam. So sad. Oh, it's terrible to read. Little boys and little girls, babies, young people. I remember years ago, just, you know, in my local graveyard, wondering why there were so many young children, young men and women, and have come to realise as I've travelled around that it wasn't just based in my local area. It just seems to be across the board really, and every village has their tragedies and sufferings, I suppose. 1839 on this one. And this one is really hard to read. With lovely fresh flowers along here. Absolutely gorgeous. Some of these old tombs are huge as well. That's 1813. Now, 1794 on this one, and 1780. It's Kavanagh, and it's Mary Kavanagh. And Mary was, looks like she was 48 when she died in 1780, sorry. And it says she rests in peace. And the body of her son, John, 1794, aged just 28 there. Look at this. Really beautiful. The shapes on some of these are actually extraordinary. I have 1769 on this one, age 68, and I've also 1771. So there's a 1771, and it looks like Charles Corcoran, 1771, age 75. We've 1769 there, and age 63, but I can't find the name. There's something there. I think it's Mary actually. We have a few of these iron crosses then here. And this one, look at this. Absolutely amazing. I'll try and get around this one. Now we've some here that look like, it's like yellow on them. We'll have a look at those now in a second. We've 70-80 on this one. And let's have a look at this one. 1768. Looks like someone has it's almost like, is it chalk, I wonder? It's like somebody has tried to read them by putting chalk on them. That's 1780 there. And these ones then at the back, you can see the colouring on these. This is 1727. Just there. It's Michael Ryan. He was only 37 when he died. 1727. And we've 1766 here on this one. Thomas Ryan. He was 55. And we've another one there, but I'm not sure what. Kind of seems to come off on my hand, but yet it kind of looks like that moss or lichen, but I've never seen it with that kind of colouring on it. Very strange. $17.96 on this one. Erected by Peter Mary O'Dwyer, it looks like. Memory of the parents, James. There's a 1982 there as well. And this one is slightly leaning to one side. And it looks like 1815 on that one. Look at that one. That is erected by Mary Bryan, 1853, aged 48. There's Pat, 1903. His wife Mary, 1917. We have a few people coming in now, so I'm just going to keep the noise down a little bit. 1770 guys, age 59. Cornelius Rooney, it looks like. There's 1770. This one is lovely with the little lanterns, and they usually light up at night. And these are the Doyles here. $1760. So that looks like the original. And then maybe more family along here then as well. And the sun is fighting its way back out. Some newer ones here. That says Una, all my love. It says Grandad. Dear wife, mother and Nana, Una Burke, 2006, age 71, her husband Brendan. Our dad and granddad, 2008, age 72, and their loving son Michael, 2016, age 58. And we've lovely urns there that Nana wrote on them. This is in remembrance of Mary O'Neill. She was 57 when she died in 1987, and her husband Stephen, he died in 2000, age 68. So we've lovely photos on those ones. And as we walk around the newer graves, we're starting to see more and more in Ireland the placement of lovely, lovely photos. And I really like that, and I hope it continues. We have a tomb here. Oh, look at this. We have a big hole underneath that one now, and it looks like it's kind of swelling up out of the earth and then caving in as well. So we're back by that unusual building, or the remains of it. The other side that I hadn't looked at is that. Let's see if we can style into it. And the back of that there is open. Wow. Do we look? Oh my God. I'm sorry guys, I'm just going to put this in there, see if I can see even better. Just like it looks like a big open tomb. Very strange. It's like part of it was removed. So I'll go back over this. That's a bit loose there actually. Now we've loads of little trinkets and things, flowers on these. My dear wife, Kathleen Ryan, formerly of Ferrybank, Waterford. She died in 2015. She was only 66. Little lights on that, and I love those. If you come to a graveyard around Ireland at night, you'd often see all these little lights on graves and stuff, and it's these little solar lights. Absolutely love them. We've loads of little trinkets on this one as well. We've a boot with robins on it, a duck, a lily. Isn't it gorgeous? Sean Cushion, 82 years old when he died, 2019. Another picture on this one, Christina Chris Malone. She was only 58 when she died in 1997. So sad. This little tiny one here, John Blake, 1965. And with all these, you can see the ground there is it's in a mound. 1955, Philip Furlong, 1879. Lovely big hike across there as well. We've like a row of them along here. And try and get to them. We have a few more people coming in, so you'll hear noise there in the background. 1811 this one is. Real old looking one there. And all these along in a row. Absolutely fantastic. Look at those. And there's so many here. Miss Catherine Ryan Lee Finn died 1894. She was 38. There's loads of fresh flowers there. There's a tomb there as well. Just there. That there you can see kids running up it. That is I think it's 12th century. They would have taken the ground up from around it, built it up on top, and it was used with the River Barrow running along here quite near us, and it would have been used as protection, I suppose. And then also people would have lived on the lower area with farm animals and stuff like that. And then in the background we do have, I think it's the Black Stairs mountains up further, but it is absolutely gorgeous along here. I just want to have a look at this one. This is gorgeous. Michael Shea Barris, 1952, age 15, and his sister Mary Shea. She died in 1952, just a few months after her brother Michael, and she was only 14. And then their aunt is there, Hannah. She died in 1977, aged 86, and her mother Anastasia, 1982, aged 74, also their father Michael, 1984, aged 85. Look at that. I hope you can see that with the sky is getting dull there. That is absolutely gorgeous as well. Look at the size of this. (1847) and 1878, 1861 it looks like there. And these are the bulgers. The size of that is, I think that's probably one of the tallest in this area anyway. So you can see the names there, Bulger. We've Simon, Mary, Catherine, Patrick, and all different ages and different dates. On this side you can see the Celtic designs. Absolutely fabulous. I'm just presuming is this a newer monument, because we do have two monuments lying flat in the grave itself. It says 1812, memory of his beloved father Thomas Bulger. And this one as well. And this one has beautiful writing. I don't know whether you see that. I'll try and stretch across. Looks like 1810. We've designs there as well on it. Stand still, my friends, wipe off your tears. Here I lie until Christ appears, and when he comes I hope to rise into life immortal that never dies. Isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely stunning. Now there is another runes here. Hi Mystic Angels, how are you? Yeah, that was a nice verse on it. Absolutely fabulous to read. Just some of the verses on these are really personal to people. Thomas Doran, he was 27 when he died in 1935. Look at these. And they are marble, but they're giving off like a green glow. The last one says in memory of Edward Cahill and in memory of Bridget Cahill here. Isn't that beautiful? One is like a book and the other one then there. So we have a few visitors coming into the cemetery now. But I want to show you this one. It says the Bath wrote here on a sign, but it's off limits. The gate. We have some tombs in there as well. It looks like possibly the ruins of a church. And we'll finish up now here fairly soon. Have a few other places I want to see if I can get done today while it's the weather is holding off a bit. Patrick Doran, 1952, his wife Bridget, 1953, their daughter Esther, their son Patrick and their son John. So the whole family is there. And his wife Mary Babs, 1998. So the whole family, and it is quite a big plot. Look at this one. Catherine Murphy, she was 70 when she died in 1905. And this one simply says kneel and pray. And all the fresh flowers and those lights again, these little lanterns. Elizabeth Ralph Nee Butler. She was 79 when she died in 1966. Her husband, 1966, age 72. So Elizabeth died in January and her husband followed in August. And their son then, June 1999, age 70, and his wife Bridget, 2017, aged 87. 1816 on this one. And it looks like Morris. Another beautiful high cross there. Kavanagh's wrote on it. And just down along there then there's a walkway that runs along here, and on the other side as well it brings you down to a beautiful lake. Just look at the scenery. Near the birds start chirping away in the distance. and the sun has blessed us, and it's stayed fine. As I said, it was raining the whole way up. Loving memory of Mary Flusky, wife of John Flusky. April 1974, aged 89, authored her daughter, Sister Mary Clare. 1995, interred in Moor Church Cemetery, Julianstown in Meath. 1919 to 1995, and their son then, Robert Bob Flusky. He died in 2014 at the good age of 91. And lovely fresh flowers there for the Fluskys. We have another tomb just here. We have a newer grave just there. Very new, in fact. Just here we have 1796 on this one. $17.95, and the condition of that is really, really good. That's James O'Flaherty. He's 58 when he died. And there, St. Mullins Monastery. So that might actually give us a good idea. So early Christian church site, now occupied by the disused 19th century Protestant church. That's the high cross that we were looking at. Early Christian church site, occupied by 15th century St. Mullins Abbey. And then the round tower. We did wonder, we've seen the bottom of it over there. So that's the round tower, pre-1100s. So it was freestanding at first and then later attached to the abbey. And then areas here from the 15th and the 16th century. So founded by St. Mulling or St. Mullen, who was buried here in 697. So that is, we couldn't get in there, and it's said to be the resting site. So absolutely fantastic history in St. Mullins here. Absolutely, look at that. And today we couldn't have got better weather. Absolutely glorious now. So I'm going to have to go now, guys. There's that motte, or motte, M-O-T-E, I think is the spelling for it. And I think that was 12th century. So that being said, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. And it's always weather permitted, unfortunately, and obviously reception here in Ireland is not great, but I think we did all right today. So I'll talk to you soon. God bless.